heartbreak not in your mind but in your chest? Or worry pressing down like a rock in your stomach? Or when warmth flushes to your face when you're angry? And what about the tightness in your chest when you are grieving? Traditional Chinese medicine understood this long before modern science. Your emotion lives where you least expect it, inside your organs. Healing is like tending a garden, and in every video, we water the roots. I'm Amy, and today's wisdom comes from the heart of traditional Chinese medicine. Let's begin by walking the garden path of our emotions, where they bloom and bruise inside our body. In modern science, emotion is often labeled as psychological or mental. But in traditional Chinese medicine, emotions are integrated into our physical health. Each of the 5 organs, aka the Zhang organs, which I like to call the 5 systems in traditional Chinese medicine, is not only responsible for the physiological functions. Each of them houses and processes a particular emotion. Let us look at the inner ecosystem. Our first organ that we'll be looking at is the liver. In modern life, liver tree stagnation is incredibly common. Think about your bottled up frustrations, suppressed emotions, and burnout. Here's a little story. I had a patient, and she is the most loveliest lady I've ever seen. She's so polite, so respectful. But the reason why she's seeing me is because she's having migraines, and this has been bothering her for years. And then finally, into our 3rd session of acupuncture, she revealed to me that she's actually very frustrated at work, and she was always reining in her anger. Same girl, same. But when she started acknowledging this emotion, I think it was from then her treatment started to improve. So what is the lesson from this? Emotions stuck in the liver causes physical symptoms, not just bad moods. Our liver organ houses the emotion anger. When it is balanced, you are assertive, motivated, and decisive. However, when it is imbalanced, you may experience irritability, rage, PMS, headaches, or symptoms of high blood pressure, or even manifesting high blood pressure itself. Have you ever felt so overwhelmed with joy that you couldn't sleep? That is heart fire, the flame of joy burning too bright. The heart houses the sun or spirit. So sleep disturbances or anxiety often traces back to this organ. So with the heart, we know that it correlates with the emotion joy. When it is balanced, you feel warmth, love, and enthusiasm. But when it is imbalanced, you will feel overexcitement, palpitation, scattered thoughts, and insomnia. Our 3rd organ would be the spleen, aka the digestive system. I've said this many times, worrying weakens your digestion. This is not a metaphor. The spleen governs transformation and transportation of nutrients, which are your food and thoughts. If you eat while anxious or multitasking, and so this will lead to weakness and tiredness. So to recap for our spleen governs the emotion worry or overthinking. When it is balanced, you have clarity, you're able to focus, and you have grounded thinking. And when it is imbalanced, you experience things like brain fog, overthinking, bloating, and fatigue. Our 4th system that we'll be talking about is the respiratory system, aka the lungs. So the lungs are about breath and boundaries. Traditional Chinese medicine, life takes place at your first breath. Back in the day, the very first cry from a baby is when we actually record the birth of the child. So the first cry of life. So this is the beginning of the boundary. And so when grief is held on for too long, the chest tightens and skin may start to suffer. So you may look more gaunt as time passes without healing. In traditional Chinese medicine, our lungs are the most open to the world, like physically through breathing. We're always taking something in and then we're always giving out again. And not only through breathing, but emotionally, our ability to feel and release. To summarize this lung organ, the respiratory system, it governs the emotion grief. And when it is balanced, you feel more open-minded, able to let go of things easily, and you're always inspired. However, when it is imbalanced, shallow breathing, skin issues, and sadness overwhelms you on a daily basis. Our last organ are kidneys, aka the hormonal system. So in traditional Chinese medicine, our kidney stores our gene, the essence of life. So when fear becomes chronic, especially from trauma or instability, it depletes kidney qi and jing. You may notice hair loss, dizziness, chronic fatigue, low libido, or cold limbs. So to cap it off, kidney, it houses the emotion fear. When it is balanced, you have a strong willpower, you are calm, and you have courage. But when it is imbalanced, you have chronic fear, lower back pain, panic, and premature aging. What do we do with all of these information? Know that your emotions are signals. They are like the weather system in your garden. When they move naturally, they nourish the land. But when they get stuck in one weather for a long duration of time, your garden suffers. So how can we harmonize these emotions? Remember, your emotions are the weather and your organs are the soil. Let's tend to them. Firstly, food is medicine. You are what you eat, so choose wisely. For liver support, I highly recommend chrysanthemum tea, mint, and rose tea. Heart support, you can try things like lotus seed, longyang fruit, and jujubes. Spleen support, try congee, pumpkin, ginger, red dates. Lung support, pears, almond, white fungus, which is tremella, and daikon. Kidney support, you can try black sesame, walnut, seaweed, and bone broth. Tip number 2, with acupressure and movement, you can help with improving your emotions. The very first one with your liver system. Massage Tai Chong for emotional release. For the heart, you can tap or massage the center of the chest. Where you feel more pain, there's blockage there. For our spleen, you can massage San Yin Jiao. For our lungs, try Dantian breathing or sing from the diaphragm. Kidney, you can warm the lower back or massage Yongquan acupressure point. And what is traditional Chinese medicine if there's no lifestyle tips? You can try these to help improve on your overall health. The first one would be journaling. This helps to release stuck thoughts. Qigong or gentle yoga moves stagnant qi. Connecting with nature nourishes your liver and heart systems. Foot soaks calms the nervous system and tonifies your kidney. Singing or humming stimulate your lung, heart, and spleen. Right, so a warm reminder. Your emotions are not your enemies. They are messengers asking you to listen. And remember, your inner thoughts reflects outwards towards your physical health. So to have a healthy body, you need to have healthy thoughts. It is an inner and outer balance. So like our yin and yang. So you have to nourish both. Like in Stoic philosophy, the only thing that you truly do own and can control are your emotions, not even your body. I mean, when sickness comes, your body's not yours, but what will forever be yours are your thoughts. And speaking of Stoic, I highly recommend The Daily Stoics by Ryan Holiday. It's an absolutely beautiful book. It's one of my top 10 books for life. By listening with compassion and caring for your individual organs, only then you can heal. If this helped you understand your body better in new light, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more ancient knowledge for our modern life. If you have an emotional story that you can share and you would want some guidance from me, leave a comment down below, because your health is the most important thing. So in this light, I wish you good health. Good health is the ultimate fortune, the only investment with endless return. And when do we start investing?